Let me make it very clear. And I put this on God and Satan. I've never wrote a song in my life.
I just say some shit I don't write.
I usually started off by kind of talking about how you first got into making music, like how old you were and what made you want to start, you know?
Okay, so how I first got into it, I was about 11 years old. My uncles was rapping. That's the first phase of where I had, like, you know what I'm saying? I felt it. Then I get around 16, 17, 10th grade in high school, my first rap group, you know what I'm saying, WG. Now, me and my uncles, let me rewind it back before I go forward. We were Throw Duo. It's on YouTube right now. Throw
Okay.
Duo was my uncle's group, and they added me as a third member into Throw Duo.
Ask one question. No, this ain't 21 questions. Girl, leave me alone. Why you keep asking? They wonder why we keep jumping them. Cause we gonna get more and more of them. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And back then, my name was like, I didn't even have a name, but my name was Denzi.
Okay.
Whatever. It was, I didn't get Ocho until my, like, basically fake brother gave me that name. He gave me the name Ocho, and he gave me the name Zelly Ocho. But, and I said it in an interview like a long time ago. I don't remember. I barely do interviews and shit. But,
I feel you.
yeah, 10th grade, sophomore, WG the group. Man, these guys rapping like Joey Badass. I smoke weed. Man, I'm like, people to see you, but you never think about your mind. And I'm like, bro, I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go to the house to recalibrate this shit. Because it ain't it. But at this time, I was talking to a girl. She told me, like, the way you rapping ain't gonna work. Because I was already trying to figure out this auto-tune, Zelly. And she like, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm this. Okay, so that's sophomore year, but me going on 18, graduating, you know what I'm saying? I didn't graduate, leaving high school is when I was around her, and she was like, yeah, like, because they're continuing. This is 2 years later. They're doing many shows. They're doing wonderful, and I love my group. I love these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Corey, Big B, Bomb Watson. He was an add-on. Deal. He was an amazing artist. All these people they can look up. I'm validating it. TK, Ray. You know what I'm saying? There's many more people, but
Shoutouts, yeah.
they were doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? And people and I was just like, they're rapping. You know, not, and I don't literally mean like Joey Badass, but bro, Corey Bigby, he's rapping about the world, right? And he's so smart and intelligent. Like I said, I'm not cultured, right? I didn't care about anything. Not saying I really don't care. I'm living day by day.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I didn't plan it, so I'm not even gonna think about yesterday. So I'm rapping about right now what's in front of me, and that's how I became Auto Trap, and that's how we created that. And Rushy Bands, we're fast forward to when I met Rushy Bands. Right, this is 2 years after being 18. So around 21, 20, 20 before I turned 21, around 19, 20. Those 2 years I met Rushy, Chapo, Hunchos, and this is when also that plug wave was birthed.
Yeah.
And I dabbled around it a little bit, but it wasn't my go-to.
It
So
didn't
you had
stick.
like, yeah, you had other rappers doing it and stuff, and I respect them, and it was fire. But around that time, I started realizing I'm gonna be Zelly and venture off, and I created Dirty Drugs, which came with a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, uncoordinated music, that because that's what it is. I'm unorthodox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a song. To a beat. Like I said, I don't got a ghostwriter or nothing. I'm gonna get around the beat, Rubik's Cube that bitch, and I'm gonna make what I can.
No,
So
for sure.
my
That's
uncle,
fire.
sophomore year, you know what I'm saying, down to earth ass rap group, met the game a couple years after that, you know, chop boy everybody, and then boom, I birthed Zelly Ocho finally with Dirty Drugs, while also having my knowing how I want to make music. So that's how I got into it, and then now I'm here. You
For
feel me?
sure. All those people that you were talking about, like Honchos and Chapo, did you meet them all because they're from Ohio too? Are they all from Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay.
West side of Cleveland. I came from the east, and I moved to the west side, and I met all of them.
Okay. So
Yeah,
there's a pretty crazy like scene out there, huh, for music.
yeah, that's what it was. Me and Huncho really started it together. Like we started our little rapping together. You know what I'm saying? Then when I created Dirty Drugs, that's when like I really clicked up with Chapo, Rushy Bands, and everybody else that was in the area. Goonie, that's like Slate World, like
Yeah.
with Can Can and all that. Like Goonie was we were, he was a part of everything that we started. Like all that shit started here in Cleveland. You feel
So,
me? We clicked up with bro and then whatever, but we all would make music, but that's how it all went.
and you said
We all hung
that
out.
that Dirty Drugs is what turned into Vlad.
Yeah, dirty drugs turned into violent life around drugs. Like dirty drugs turned to Vlad instead of saying like I'm on dirty drugs. Like, and we're talking about Xanax. We're talking about what I'm saying. We're talking about dirty drugs like the high. Then we turn this into Vlad where it's like the high, but what I'm saying. It's around it. Like
Yeah.
it's a little bit like
Not
what
as
I don't know.
direct as well. It's kind
You
of
know what
like
I'm saying. So if
mysterious.
you're exactly if you're into Vlad, it also can be your meaning to VLAD that you want because violent life around drugs can also mean what you want it to mean. VLAD can have its meaning because Vlad stands for you. It's for the person.
For sure.
Vlad is each individual person standing up for what they want and being who they are and being okay to turn to something else. You know what I'm saying? You might be this when you start. You might come out somebody else. It's okay. Doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what race. Doesn't matter what sex, what motherfucking choices, what life situations, whatever you wanted, whatever you are, whatever's going on, you can be Vlad, and that's what Vlad is. And when I made it based off that, right? Because Dirty Drugs was like more so just dirty drugs. It's us, like I'm dirty drugs. I'm doing Zans. I'm making music. I'm geeked, and I'm fucking crazy, bro. Like you don't know what I'm about to say. You don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm out here trying to live. Like yeah, like then Vlad was more so like what I'm saying.
Keep
I
it
came more of a
composed
monk.
and
A
yeah,
monk, yeah,
more
exactly. A monk.
mature
I'm
and
a monk.
shit.
Exactly. Like instead of like fucking taking a Xan, I put it in my drink and you won't even know I took it.
I see right now that you're at your home, Stu. So do you usually record at home or do you usually go to bigger studios? A little bit of both.
I don't want to go to the studio 2 days in a row. I want to stay up and record 2 days in a row. Even though you can stay in the studio 2 days in a row. It's cool. I get it. Yeah, studios got showers, some don't, whatever. I get it. But I'm just right now I'm gonna record here and I'm gonna make the best shit. I mean I made Friday right here.
So do you have a specific process when you record? Do you punch in a lot? Do you write a lot? Do you do a little bit
I
of
never wrote a
everything?
song in my life.
Damn.
Let me make it very clear. And I put this on Guy and Satan. I've never wrote a song in my life.
You just go in
I
there
don't know
and
how to write. I can't write music. Even when the voice memo shit came out and you could just say the words, didn't matter.
that's
I
crazy.
maybe could say one or two words. I never wrote a song in my life, and I've either one take most of my songs or I delete them. I would make a whole song and delete it, and then make a whole song after, like another song. Then I got into punching in even more, so I got better at it. So I have to delete the whole song, and I start creating songs like that. But I had to be very clear and get up close. I've never wrote a song.
That's crazy.
So every track ever put out that's wrote by me, literally wrote at that moment out loud.
A question I got for you, bro, is what advice do you have for anyone watching that wants to be an artist? You know what I mean?
Um, Believe in yourself. If you know, like, okay, so if you know your music good, you'll get a couple of people around you telling you it's good. From that point on, go the fuck off. Go the fuck off, bro. And when you're in a good position, good enough, where your bills paid and you can focus on music and get to where you got to be at. Okay, because I watched Yeet Summers, Can, like these are artists that I was around, right? That, but you know what I'm saying? That I met and I watched them get big and I watched them put in the work. Where they did, and I even had conversations where it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what they were focused on, and I seen it happen.
For sure.
So just seeing them guys giving them all they cred blow up, I would tell a new artist like because I didn't blow up yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest,
You're on
and
your way.
it doesn't affect me like where it's like, oh, bro, I should be on. I should be on. I should be off. It doesn't. those things don't, you know what I'm saying, sit with me any type of different way to make me feel like I can't talk about it. But if you're gonna take off, strategize, make the good music, make connections, be generous, like, you know what I'm saying, take care of your fans. You have to take care of all those things. You might slip up, but you gotta take care of all those things if you want to keep your career on a certain canal going up.
Don't you bring me back to that shit that I don't like. I just say some shit I don't write. Say some shit I don't write. She can't come over but can't stay the night. Yeah.